Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zang here, and today I'm back with another episode of Road to Ranked, where I climb the online VGC 17 ladder and provide live commentary as I go. We're jumping back right into things, still using the new team that we featured for the last 3 episodes. I did do a double upload yesterday since I missed out on uploads over the weekend, so if you haven't seen those episodes, definitely check them out. I honestly highly recommend them. They were really fun games for the most part, and I really enjoyed them. I feel like I'm learning a lot with this team, and it's definitely a little bit different from all the other teams we've used, but I think it's a really fun team to be playing with. So hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's uploads, and yeah, there will be a double upload today as well because I did miss 2 uploads over the weekend. So hope you guys enjoy it, and as always, if you guys do enjoy Road to Rank, please share your support by leaving a like in the video. I'd really appreciate it. Anyway, for the first game of today's episode, we are going up against a very hyper-offensive team. My opponent running a team of Garchomp, Tapu Lele, Tapu Koko, Now Ego, Kartana, and the Arcanine. So pretty much some of the strongest and fastest Pokemon in the metagame, just hitting as hard as possible, and that's a little bit scary because it's like, if I can get up Trick Room, my chances of winning this are super solid, but when you're running such a hyper-offensive team, you only have ways to deny Trick Room. I don't have a Fake-Out user either, which is troubling. So let's see what I want to lead with. This kind of reminds me of the second game of yesterday's episode, where I led Ninetales Garchomp, and my opponent's team was also pretty hyper-offensive in that one. And I was able to get an Icy Wind off and really snowball from there, so I might decide to go with the same strategy again. Now, with Garchomp and Ninetales, who do I want in the back? It's tough because, like, Porygon can actually do pretty well offensively, especially if it gets a special attack increase. Muk seems like kind of intuitive given the double Tapus, but maybe I actually don't bring Muk. Maybe I'll go Porygon. I'm actually going to go Porygon Tapu Fini. So what I'm doing here is I'm not leading with Trick Room, but I have the Trick Room option in the late game. It's very likely my opponent's going to lead something like can stop Trick Room immediately, and I'm thinking maybe Tauntaun Koko, Tauntaun Lele, or a Roar on Arcanine. So if my opponent does lead Arcanine, I can immediately one-shot him with the Garchomp, and that's why I did bring the Garchomp to cover Arcanine's, or Ninetales' weaknesses. But in best of 1, these games are always really scary. So I'm going to bring out Ninetales and Garchomp. And we see Arcanine and Now Ego. Okay. So the Now Ego probably has Hidden Power, and that's what I'm mainly worried about. Yeah, because it can outspeed my Garchomp. However, actually, I can just go for the Aurora Veil. I'd really love to protect Icy Wind right now, but I think I'm actually going to go a little bit more aggressive and Aurora Veil and try to nuke the Arcanine immediately. Actually, do I really want to eliminate Arcanine? That's not really a threat to me at all, is it? Like, Now Ego is definitely a bigger threat because I have Fini in the back. Just really tempting to eliminate. But, yep, I think I'm actually going to Aurora Veil, and I'm actually going to try to knock out Now Ego. Oh, he's Scarfed. Okay. And that's what I mean by best of 1 gimmicks. They're normally sashed or life orbed, so I wasn't expecting the Scarf. That's bad. So I really could have just protected and Icy Winded. But it looks like he's banned Arcanine too, if I had to guess. So I actually can set up Trick Room here, most likely. But it's going to be really difficult. Okay, that's fine. I think I could potentially actually sweep with Porygon 2 and Tapu Fini, which is why I brought them. But a little bit frustrating because if I did protect Icy Wind, I would have been in a really good position. However, if, you know, that Now Ego is... He could have protected with Now Ego turn 1 if he wasn't choiced, and that's what I was fearing. But no worries, I'll bring in Porygon now. So let's see, I think I probably get the defense boost here, unfortunately. Yeah, or sorry, the attack increase. What? Okay. Yeah, okay, I honestly can solo the game, or like Fini and Porygon can win the game if I have full 4 turns of Trick Room, so I actually am just going to go straight for a Blizzard and a Trick Room. His Now Ego can only hit in power right now, so he either knocks out Ninetales or maybe he doubles up on the Porygon, but I should survive any combination of attacks. Maybe switching out Ninetales would have been the call, actually. But the thing is, I don't want to switch into... Well, actually, Arcanine hasn't revealed a Life Orb, so I'm guessing it's banded. But hard to say. Double choice would be really interesting. But Porygon should be able to survive any combination of attacks. He actually withdraws now, Ego, so I get a free Blizzard off here, which is great. Especially because it's Kartana coming in. I'll take that any day. So free Blizzard off here. No extreme speed, so let's see if we do just see a Flare Blitz. That actually almost just eliminates Kartana. Okay, no, so we could still see a Roar coming out from Arcanine because he is Citrus Berried. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. But that does make this a little bit more difficult. However, I still know that I can get a pretty good endgame. Does Kartana faint from Hail here? Yes, it actually does. So that's actually really nice because that's the biggest threat to my Tapu Fini. Okay. Now let's see what comes in. That was definitely a really good turn, but I could have even gotten more mileage out by just going for a Tri-Attack onto Arcanine. However, I thought maybe it would have been banded. It would have fit the offensive kind of component of my opponent's team, but that's fine. So now Ego's going to come back out. We already know that that is Choice Scarf. He's going to definitely want to lock himself into Sludge Bomb. The question is, does he Sludge Bomb? Okay, here's the thing. You can't Roar me if I don't have any Pokemon in the back. So, given that, I'm going to... Do I want to protect Ninetales right now? I think I would prefer for him to knock my Ninetales out. I will just go for a Blizzard here, and I will switch out into Porygon. Yeah. Freeze onto now, Ego. Oh, I can't freeze, never mind. So I'm really hoping Auroraville can help pull through right now. So Dallon's going to give me another attack increase, unfortunately. Ooh, he locks himself into Dazzling Gleam. That's perfect. I'll take that any day. He crits the Porygon too. You still see how little damage that does. He's going to get the Beast Boost, but that's fine. And Wild Charge. So he does have Wild Charge. But this is perfectly fine with me. Yeah. Because now I bring in Tapu Fini, I just protect Trick Room, and there is nothing he can do to prevent that. We've seen Flare Blitz, Wild Charge, and Roar on Arcanine. So pretty sure this should just be a free Trick Room. And like I said, I think Fini plus Porygon 2 should be able to close out the game. Not sure what my opponent's last Pokemon is, but getting rid of Kartana was a big deal. I was mainly worried about that. So I was kind of surprised to see my opponent switch into that. I'm guessing his last one's going to be Chomp then, but Fini plus Porygon can deal with anything my opponent has in the back. So I will protect here, and I will Trick Room. I could go for a Calm Mind, but I don't want to risk it because I've seen Wild Charge on Arcanine, and now Ego got a Beast Boost. And he doesn't switch out, which is excellent. Okay. Unless he's got Taunt on Arcanine as well. That would just be a bummer. Yep, that does nothing. Yep, he is going to Flare Blitz. That's fine. So, I could have attacked with now Ego there, but like I said, no reason to risk it. Unless he crits me here, which he does not. Which is very good. So, Trick Room goes up, and now I have full 4 turns. I, however, still need to hit this Muddy Water against the Arcanine. If I miss that and he gets the Wild Charge off, that could be bad. So, I really hope I don't miss. But we know that the Nihilego is locked into Dazzling Gleam right now, and we know that it's going to be the fastest Pokemon, so he can either switch out and get hit by a lot of damage, or he stays in. Muddy Water won't knock him out, but that's fine. And I can't just like try attack Moonblast, because Dazzling Gleam plus Hail would probably knock me out, so I'm going to just Muddy Water here. Kind of wish I attacked last turn, but I wanted to play it safe. However, now I might have to miss a... I think it actually might have been better to attack last turn, because I knew Auroraville was up, but... It's a question of, like, missing versus, yeah. So I get the recover off. Please, Fini, hit your Muddy Water. Ah, thank you. So Muddy Water comes out. That should knock out Arcanine. Should do around 50% to now Ego. Yep, just around there. Accuracy drop would be nice, but it doesn't really matter, I think. And he's just going to Gleam again. Perfectly fine. Yeah, this Auroraville is really paying dividends right now. I've been able to take so much... Like, these Dazzling Gleams, he's at +1 too, let me remind you about that. Like, that's how little it does. I didn't even know Nihilego actually got Dazzling Gleams, so that's pretty interesting. Like, your typical Nihilego moveset is with a Focus Sash or a Life Orb, and his last one is Chomp, which is very nice to see. How many turns of Trick Room? I have, like, 3, so his Dazzling Gleam is doing absolutely nothing, so I'm just going to keep Moonblasting and Ice Beaming into Garchomp, because Nihilego's not a threat right now at all. He's probably going to... Oh, he doesn't even protect. So unless he's got like Bright Powder or a way to avoid my attack, they should just pick up the double knockout. And I did not want to risk missing Muddy Water right there. Because, let's say Garchomp protects, he just gleams. He has to keep gleaming with Nago because we know that that's Choice Scarf. And I don't take any damage from that. So, with 3 full turns of Trick Room, I can just keep doubling into that slot. He would need a quadruple protect. Or actually, no, just a triple protect, yeah. So now Feeny can just Muddy Water. Mist disappears, that's fine. Actually, I probably don't even need to risk Muddy Water missing. I'm just going to Moonblast. And Ice Beam. There's nothing my opponent can do in this position. And I can freeze or get a special attack drop right now if I don't pick up the knockout with these combination of attacks, but I should. Now Nago's special defense stat is really strong though, like compared to its defense. Its defense is so poor. Yeah, it actually hangs on. I did get the special attack drop. I could have Muddy Water there, but I don't want to risk missing. I mean, there's no way my opponent can win this game anyway because Porygon 2 can just solo through, can consistently recover, and even with critical hits like you just saw, like there's nothing my opponent can do. So, yeah, I was a little bit scared that turn 1 was really bad for me, but ultimately setting up Aurora Veil was actually more important than, say, Garchomp being a factor, really. So, yeah, just double up here, and that'll be game. Good game to my opponent and a really scary team, but I'm really glad I ended up bringing the Porygon Feeny combination because I was heavily debating Muck, and part of me wanted Arcanine as well, specifically for the Kartana, but my Pokemon choice ended up actually being correct. And these like matchups are always so scary in a best of 1 setting because you really have no idea what's coming your way, especially the items and hyper-offensive teams. Like, you're always trying to guess who has the choice item, who has the Focus Sash, you know, who has the Z move. Those are all questions you have to ask yourself, because, you know, a lot of the hyper-offensive teams, they will have a combination of those. You know, for example, the San Jose hyper-offensive team I was using had the Band on Metagross, had the Z move on Tapu Lele, had the Focus Sash on Pelipper, etc. And those are all just really solid items when it comes to using a hyper offensive team because they increase your stats so much. So yeah, clean game there. I'm really content about that, and it looked, you know, pretty difficult after the first turn, but we were able to pull through, and I'm pretty happy about that. So just gonna look for our next game of today's episode, and we're gonna find Michael from California with a rating of 1813 right away. Michael running a team of, is this the same Michael we played when Gavin was on the channel? I think it might have been. Well, so that's pretty cool to see. He's got Gengar, Alolan, Marowak, Porygon 2, Tapu Fini, Kartana, and Mudsdale. So, yeah, I had Gavin Michaels on the channel the other day. I think it might have been him. I remember Michael actually commented in the comments below, too. We played at Regionals, I think round 3 or round 4. It was a super fun set. But let's see. So, Gengar's definitely scary. I think Muck's actually going to be my most important Pokemon here because it super effectively hits Marowak, Fini, and Gengar. I can knock off the Porygon as well. So the one thing I'm really worried about is the Mudsdale. Because, let's see, I'm going to lead Muck still. You know, I think Ninetales could be worth bringing solely for Aurora Veil. But then again, he doesn't have a way to really check too much damage to Garchomp. Knockoff's going to be pretty essential here. I'm not sure if I actually want my Porygon. I'm going to go Arcanine Muck, because that could potentially burn, and I can Snarl as well, and I can Roar if he decides to go with Trick Room. In the back, who do I want? Garchomp, and I'm going to go Feeny still, yeah. Alright, this should be an interesting match. He's got a really strong team, and it's obviously one of those hybrid teams where it's like you don't need to set up Trick Room because there's Gengar, Kartana, but there's a very strong Trick Room component with Porygon, Mudsdale, and Marowak, so I think Muck will be a really important Pokemon here, but I have to be kind of smart about switches, and I'm not sure about my lead matchup here. This is one of the games where it's like I really want to, like, you can make a case for every Pokemon, but we see Gengar and Porygon 2 here as a lead, which I would say is okay. The Intimidate here is obviously not going to do too much, but I can just Roar Porygon immediately, and I can go for a knockoff onto Gengar. So I can deny Trick Room. I suppose he could taunt my Arcanine. Maybe I want to knock off Porygon here, actually. No, but if I knock off Gengar, I can pressure that with the Shadow Sneak next turn, because he probably has Sash. So, let's see. I'm scared if, like, Gengar doesn't have Sash. Ooh. Well, okay, I did not see that coming. I feel like I might be able to survive this, but maybe not. Ghost DMZ Gengar. That's really bad. Oh, no, it's Destiny Bond. Oh, I was also not expecting that, huh? Yikes. So he is gonna eliminate my Muck with him. And that's bad because Muck was a really important Pokemon in this matchup. I totally did not see that coming, but I'll probably deny him Trick Room here at least, yeah. But I just lost my biggest way of dealing with Porygon too, so that's not a trade that's worth it, honestly. So I don't want to bring in Feeny, I want to bring in Garchomp because I want to burn the Mudsdale. He brings in his Tapu Fini though, that's pretty bad as well. Okay. Z Destiny Bond. That's really clever. Eliminating the biggest threat to the field. That is something I would have never predicted too, that's the thing. So I can't burn him anymore, and that's bad. You can high horsepower. I could Snarl Feeny. How do I want to play this? I think I'm actually going to Z-move and Snarl. Because my Feeny can win this game if it gets a couple of Calm Minds up, but he needs to be able to do that before Trick Room goes up. So with the Snarl, I should be able to survive an attack from... I don't know how fast the Feeny is, though. That's the other thing. Maybe I should have just protected, actually. Because if he's faster, actually, you could just Moonblast high horsepower and win the game. Yeah, I should have protected Snarl. That was bad. I would think I'm faster, but I really have no idea. I don't think this would knock him out. Yeah. Okay, so that's actually better, because that means he doesn't get a defense increase there with Mudsdale. But what do we see here? Yeah, he's just going to Moonblast. So I should be able to survive this. Yeah, okay, actually, even if he hit, he's pretty offensive. I mean, pretty defensive, sorry. He does high horsepower as well. Into Garchomp. Good double up. But I actually survive. Ooh, that's really nice, actually. Okay. Lefties Feeny. Also good to confirm that. Okay. Well, here I'm going to go for the safe Poison Jab into Feeny, and I'm going to switch Arcanine out into my Feeny so I can intimidate his Mudsdale. My Feeny is definitely my win condition. If I can eliminate his Feeny too, his Mudsdale won't hit too hard. Like, if he somehow allows me to knock Feeny out here while I switch Arcanine out, like, I think my opponent will probably want to consider switching in Porygon right now. But if Garchomp faints, then I get the Arcanine to come back in. If it doesn't faint, then I can switch Chomp out into Feeny the next turn, or Arcanine the next turn. So I'm not out of it yet, but Muck obviously would have made this game a lot easier. Pokemon choice-wise, I'm pretty content. So Arcanine switches out first. Doesn't indicate whether he's switching out yet or not. He does switch out. Good play. That's okay with me, but makes this a little bit trickier. Download. Gets an attack. Okay, that's fine. Poison Jab. Minimal damage. Ooh, and he makes the read. He goes for the Heavy Slam. Okay, onto the Garchomp slot, though. So that's actually nice, because that means he's going to be taking more Rough Skin damage. And, okay. So that... I'm not sure. Yeah, I think that's the best possible play. He was very smart not to stay in here with the Tapu Fini. But I could still just roar, actually. Never mind, yeah. So I'm just gonna roar and Calm Mind here. I forgot that because I didn't knock something out, I can actually still deny him Trick Room. So he could double up on my Arcanine, but he's intimidated with Mudsdale. And like I said, Feeny's my win condition here, so I really want to get like multiple Calm Minds off, because he's not doing too much damage right now. If somehow Arcanine's still around before Misty Terrain, or yeah, after Misty Terrain expires, I could still also Will-O-Wisp that Mudsdale. I really think he switches out, that's fine. That's actually pretty ideal, I think. So that's a free Calm Mind with my Feeny. And he's obviously a bulky Feeny as well, with leftovers we've seen already, so every Calm Mind before the Feeny can do anything is huge. And he tries to go for the Trick Room, but I deny him. That's so good. Nice. Okay. So now the tricky thing is, Muddy Water might not knock him out. So I think the ideal place is to Flamethrower and Muddy Water Mudsdale. I'm not even sure if that will knock out though, but I think I have to go for that. What about Snarling? The thing is, if I knock out, maybe I should Snarl here, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna Snarl and Muddy Water. Muddy Water hits, thank you. That's good. Yeah, Flamethrower wouldn't have knocked out Mudsdale anyway. He's definitely... Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious he's Assault Vested. Okay, Snarl connects with both as well. That's good. So it might be Feeny versus the world after this turn, but I think I can manage that. Stamina boosts those don't matter at all. Ooh, that's cool. Haze. Unless I can somehow survive high horsepower. Oh, what? He targeted Feeny. Huh. Okay. I mean, I think I take that. Sure. Maybe expecting a Protect on Arcanine, but I don't even run Protect on this Arcanine. So that means everything's back to neutral now after Haze. Misty Terrain also expires after this turn, but that's whatever. I don't want to risk missing here. Muddy Water? Do I have Muddy Water? Do I Moonblast? I could Moonblast and Flamethrower Mudsdale. Yeah, let's eliminate Mudsdale. You could switch out as well. Yeah. Good play. Wow, this is a really intense game. His Feeny didn't protect either. So if I actually doubled up on the Feeny there, I could have won. Oh, I actually get a crit there. That could be really instrumental. He just Moonblasts. I should survive this. Oh my gosh, this is so intense. Ah, I wish I targeted Feeny there, though. I could have won. How do I want to play this? I think... This is really tough. Because Porygon threatens Trick Room. He also knows I have Roar. I think what I actually want to do is Roar, Porygon, and Protect. Because that forces Mudsdale to come back in. Man, I should have... The Mudsdale switch out last turn was quite obvious. Okay, Moonblast into Feeny, that's good. That's not good, but that's okay, because Porygon doesn't do much damage. That crit against my Feeny really hurts. I know I crit his Porygon, but that means less than the crit against my Feeny. But whatever, that's fine. This is so intense. So we're in a kind of similar position where it's like, does he swap out Mudsdale or does he just sacrifice it this time around? I'm gonna Snarl and... This is like the exact same position as last time. Snarl, Moonblast. I'm going for it again. Okay, he stays in. So that means Mudsdale's gone. Okay. Please don't miss Snarl. Please. Okay. That's good. Just gonna Moonblast into Feeny. I should survive this. Please don't crit. Special attack drop too. Come on. I think I lose this one because of the crit, but that's kind of what happens when you use a Tapu Fini that's bulky. Like, you're asking yourself to get crit. This is where if I had like a recovery move on Fini, that would be dope, but unfortunately that's not the case. I'm going to... So the other thing is, because Fini has Haze, Calm Minding won't even do too much. I'm gonna Snarl here. Maybe I have to hope for a Moonblast crit right now. He doesn't protect. That's where, like, the special attack drop too is also so frustrating. No way. Did that actually just happen? Did that actually just happen? Did that? Oh my gosh! Wow, I feel bad for my opponent. I mean, it was a crit for a crit, but oh my gosh, I saw that damage and I was like, no way. Okay, well, we take those. I'm going to Will-O-Wisp Porygon and protect just for recovery right now. It's still not over yet. I could still lose, but oh, that just actually happened. Good read. Try attacking to Arcanine. Ooh, I should have Snarled there, actually. I shouldn't have Will-O-Wisped. That's bad. I mean, I should be able to take a Tri-Attack from Fini. Or, sorry, from Porygon. What? Or, it's... Yeah, I'm just at -1 special attack. And he's at -1 special attack. So I will just Snarl and Calm Mind. So basically I'm getting like 2 stat boosts all at once. So it's like, he could still win by critting Tri-Attack onto Fini. Oh, he has Thunderbolt. Please survive this. Oh no. Let's go! Oh, Fini is a monster. Yeah, now I should be able to... I mean, it still comes down to whether he can crit or not, I think. This is ridiculous. I can't believe I actually got that crit. Oh my. This game definitely was a little bit RNG intensive. But... So now I get another turn of Leftovers recovery, and I get a Snarl off. He's probably going to recover, but I think I still have to play it safe here. But I really should have Snarled earlier. That was a misplay. Nope, he actually Thunderbolts. Okay, good. I was not going to risk it there. And Snarl hits again. Woof! Okay. So, at this point, it's going to still come down to a crit. If he crits his Thunderbolt, Fini faints. Otherwise, I should definitely take it. The issue is, if this were the last turn Trick Room, I think I'd... Oh, it is the last turn Trick Room. Oh, I should be good then. Because 2 Flamethrowers plus 2 turns of Burn. Maybe? So maybe I should double protect here. Because the idea of double protecting is even if I don't get it, he needs the crit to knock me out. How many boosts? I'm just at neutral though, right? Yeah. But he could recover as well. Okay, let's just Moonblast. Does he crit? Oh, he gets the paralysis though. Does he get a full para? Okay, never mind. Crit Flamethrower. Okay. Oh my goodness. I need a break from Pokemon right now. That was crazy. Wow, I don't even know where to start with that one. That was absolutely intense. I did not play like very well, and I was playing from so far behind because I lost my Muck turn 1, but we pulled it off. You know, at first I was like, man, Tapu Fini, like, I can't believe everyone's using it. I really don't, I understand it's a solid Pokemon, but I feel like everyone's jumping on the hype train too much. But, man, the last 2 episodes, or last 3 episodes, have definitely convinced me that Fini is a beast. That game was ridiculous. Crit after crit after crit, left and right. I don't think I would have won without that crit, because the -1 Moonblast would not have done enough. Like, if he didn't originally get that special attack drop either, I think I would have been fine, even though he crit me. But, yeah, everything was just looking kind of grim there, and, you know, Fini and Arcanine were able to pull it out there. So, wow, that second game was incredible. But, overall, really fun episode in general. I cannot have been happier about the last 3 episodes, honestly. It's been a... a wild blast. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. As always, please leave a like if you did, and I'll see you guys later today for a second upload. Anyway, peace.